Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mr. Whitty here, and I am going to be showing you today how to submit a file, sorry, how to submit a project to Brightspace. So at this point, if you have a look, I'm in a very simple Hello World application. I'm going to pretend that I'm going to submit this to a folder, or sorry, to an assignment in Brightspace. Now, one of the issues that we have when we create an application in Netbeans is that there are a lot of different files associated with our project. So we've got, class files, project files, solution files, all kinds of things that are all packaged into one folder. Um, and what we want to do is we want to submit that entire folder. The problem with Brightspace is that it doesn't allow us to submit a folder. So to fix that problem, we're going to zip that folder so that we actually have everything that we need in one tiny little package. And it does then allow us to upload it. A zip file, even though it probably contains a folder, is allowable by Brightspace. So here's my Hello World application. I've run it, I've saved it, it's good to go. I'm ready to actually upload it to an assignment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out, or I can just minimize the screen. Okay, I'm going to open up the location where my Hello World program is. And now you can see that there's a file folder that contains everything that is part of this Hello World application that we've created. If I go inside of there, you're going to see a whole bunch of different files. Now, we don't want to be in here, okay? We've gone too far now. So we want to back out. We want to make sure we're at this location right here where the folder that contains everything, all parts of the project are here. And then we're simply going to right click and we're going to send to a compressed zip folder. And when we do that, now we will have a zipped folder. Now you can change the name of the file if you want. You don't really need to because the names of the files are fine. You can incorporate your last name into it if you want. I would recommend keeping those file names as small as possible. The reason being is that when you zip a file, when I go to unzip it, for some reason Windows has trouble with the size of the zipped folder names. So try and keep those names as small as possible. So here we go. We've got the little zipped file. You can tell it's a zipped file because it has this little zipper icon on it. And then the regular file folder is right here. So we have our zipped file. So the next step for us is just to simply upload to Brightspace. Okay, so we're coming into Brightspace now. I'm going into my course. Okay, so here in Brightspace, we want to actually go into the assignments. And just like you've done so far, most of you have done this already with the first unit, we're going to go into whatever assignment we actually want to submit our assignment for. Okay, so I'm going to just view this as a student, just so that you got the idea of what you would be seeing. So I'm looking at it exactly the same way you'd be looking at it now. And I'm going to just submit it into here. I know this is not the right Dropbox, so don't get caught up on what Dropbox I'm submitting something to. So, but I'm going to submit it directly into this Dropbox. So I click on the Dropbox as I normally would to submit something. Okay, the rubric is there. I click on add a file from your computer, click upload. And now I go and I look for that zipped folder. Okay, not the original folder. I want this zipped version of the folder. And again, you know it's the zipped folder because it's got the little zipper on it. Also, when you hover over it, you should see this little compressed zip folder pop up, show up there. So we select that, we click open, and we click add. And now you can see this hello world.zip, and you'll know you've picked the right folder because it will say .zip on it. So then we go down and we click submit, and then you should get a receipt. that tells you, hey, you've submitted it, which will also most likely send you an email confirmation that you've submitted the file properly. And then you can just click done. Okay, so that's the process for submitting your Netbeans projects to Brightspace. If you're having any troubles with that, please just send me a quick email. My response time has hopefully improved lately because we're into the course and we're kind of moving along fairly well right now. So that is how we do it. I will sign off and we'll see you next time.